I know it's been a while since we last spoke, but something has happened at the mines I've been supervising. No, trust me, you'll want to make time for this. You're looking for something big to keep your museum in business? Well, there's something big on that island. Real big. So many friends, and even my own son are still out there. If anyone can bring this thing down, it's you. It'll be the biggest attraction your city's ever seen, and you can help an old friend. Yes, meet me on the docks at sunset. I hope you're ready for a little monster hunt. Yes, sir. They call him Charles. Half train, half giga-spider from hell. We've been planning his demise for some time now, and have nearly everything in order. Just a few people to meet and places to see. Simple errands, you know. Yes, sir. Welcome to Arinerum, the island where miners dig their own graves. Stay close. Charles isn't the only thing to fear around here. There's a train shed at the top of the hill. One of the train operators was killed early on by the beast, so his old engine should be in there. If we can get to it, it could be an indispensable tool on our journey. Stay close. We don't want to be exposed for too long. Shucks, it's locked. Not to worry, we can still find a way in. There's a small shack up the path that might have a key inside. Take this map, I just marked the location on it. See if the key is up there, and I'll look around some more down here. Good on you! Looks like you found it. Open up that door and lead the way. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. She's an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to inspect the train's exterior. Why don't you take a peek inside, see what we got? Well, the exterior is a little rough, but everything looks to be intact. That gun you were looking at wasn't on here when I was evacuated from the island, but we can light up Charles with it and take him down before he even sees us coming. Are you ready to take this thing for a spin? Yeah, baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that? It's him! It's him! Get the gun! Light him up! Light him up! Don't let the gun off! He's not taking enough damage! Get some headshots! This isn't how things were supposed to end. I thought we could still fight like the old days. Yes, sir. Easy in. Easy out. You need to be more than I thought, but I don't have time to explain. Find the eggs. Find my son.
Eugene told us we'd have a newcomer soon. I suppose that would be you. There's some scrap metal in the balcony room of my house that you could use to repair, and here's the key. And although the balcony is right behind me, as a side note, talk to anyone around here. Phil, anyone not wearing a mask. Check out the balcony and take whatever you... Good luck with everything.
Look, kid, I know you're supposed to be some fancy-pants monster hunter, but you can't earn my respect without me. One of Warren's goons dumped a lock chest in the yard last night. After beating on it, I got some lock picks, but I don't know how to use them. Here, take them. If you can get that chest open, you'll earn my respect.
The monster hunter has arrived, I see. This is no ordinary hunt, mind you. We've already tried fighting Charles. We believe there may be a way to get Charles to commit to a mortal battle. Dispersed around the island are 3 eggs. Our theory is that putting these eggs in the temple at the... Unfortunately, the mining company owner, Warren Charles III, has placed armed guards. There's an egg in the mine just down the rail. Here's the key to the mine. I've marked the entrance on your map.
A little flamethrower as an addition to my spider train home defense plan, but as you can see, it has nearly cooked myself alive in that shed as I was testing it. Shoot dang. I would love to save the shed though. If a flamethrower somehow still works after the fire dies down, well, you can take it. I'd assume you're the monster hunter that folks have been expecting, so a weapon like... Using the water tank to put out the fire. Pure genius. Woohoo! Here, take old bug spray. Cause of this chaos. I don't want to see it anywhere near here again. Shoot dang.
I wish I never came here.
Paul asked me to design a new weapon to help you hunt Charles. And using my extensive demolitions experience, I made this rocket launcher. I've been wanting to see Warren's empire crumble for a long time. Now that you're here, I need a few minutes to remove some safety. While I'm working on that, why don't you bring that box of rocket ammunition back here from inside the... The launcher is in complete working order. Oh, and take good care of it. After you're done, I have a few people to visit with it if you catch my...
We haven't met, but I've heard lots about you coming to help us. I have a favor to ask. The breakers on the side of the lighthouse need... I was recently attacked by Charles, so I'm unable to do it myself. The breakers are in the nearby supply shed. If you go get them and repair the lighthouse, I can try signaling. Once you finish, I have some spare scraps to give you. Fixing the lighthouse will definitely increase our chances of being spotted. Here are those scraps I promised.
I'm sure Eugene told you all about me, so I need not introduce myself. Name's Greg, by the way, in case you haven't heard already. Warren, the mine boss, is... We're unsure why he wants to protect the eggs. To prevent this, we need you to steal all three. And use... one of the eggs is in the north mine.
No trespassing!
Someone's here.
You're in the wrong place, my friend!
You're the archivist my father told me about. Although, I'm disappointed to see that he chose to stay on the mainland, rather than return with you. Not to say that your help isn't appreciated, but we could have used his aid as well. If you haven't already heard from the others, the mine boss Warren is protecting dangerous monster eggs that could lead. While our main plan is to summon Charles into a duel and fight him to the death, we've devised a perfect trick. Go attach these remote explosives to each of the support pillars under the wood. That's the tallest and weakest bridge on the island. So if Charles ever crosses it, we can blow him. I'll be on standby to detonate the charges, but it's still up to you to summon and fight him. Here, take this. It's the key to the temple. Once you think you're prepared enough, you can break in and fight the battle.
So, the fabled hunter has... You know, my late husband built a gun to help fight Charles, but Warren... Bob was such a brave man. Much better take what I have left of the gun and steal back those... Just do me one favor. If you do end up using it, name it Bob in...
Archivist. In all your radiant glory, Paul entrusted me with a key to one of the mines containing an egg. But before I give it to you, there's an ancient shrine on the island, a pyramid of sorts, with a curious prism. Prism seems to have been designed for one purpose, to destroy monster eggs. 3 slots are carved into the prism, which perfectly fit the eggs. When fully loaded, a massive beam of energy is emitted. Seeming mutineers hope this event will lure Charles to a mortal fight as he comes in. Now for the real warning. Charles has the ability to absorb energy from the burst. We saw it once before, and he may become. However, it's not my place. Once you have retrieved all the eggs and the key to the shrine, we might...
No visitors allowed! Get them out of here! Hey, get out of here! I'm gonna shoot you! No one can hear you screaming out here! Who's he? Better hope you're fast! Beat it! Get this guy! You better hope you're fast! Get him, boy!
know what you're doing. Just put the egg down slowly and lay flat on the ground. You'll hurt far too many people if you follow through with whatever you're planning.
No! No! You fool! You doomed us all!